You ready? Alright, what do we do? We wait. Wait. Girl, we wait. Alright, let's go. Come on. Girl. Leave you alone. Why do I jump? Am I supposed to go now? Where? Oh no. Where am I? Oh, there. You need me to take that. Oh, God, he's still here. What the fuck? Supposed to jump on this? Okay, into thing. Oh, I hear my hero. Fuck you. Go somewhere, dude. Go on, get back in there. What the hell? Damn it. Could you be quiet? I'm trying to get ready. Look, you wouldn't even let me find socks that match because you won't be quiet. I know you're ready to go. Good God. Oh God, there's a bee right there. Be careful. So my ass should be in the bed. Well, I am in the bed, but I should be like trying to close my eyeballs to try to get some sleep. But I literally just ran through this. So this is right in the middle of the golden age. Our boy Guts, like I said, we're getting the backstory of him and his like traumatic childhood and all the things that he went through. Like, he had a sword in his hand before he knew anything else, how to read, write, anything, you know. And he was with this mercenary group, and he was loved and taken care of by a woman, but she ended up dying, and he's just trying to find his way and in this group. And he has like a father figure, but he's a piece of shit, and he tries to, no matter how bad things get and no matter how bad this man treats him, like, Guts just looks for his validation, you know, his love, his validation, his, you know, some kind of affection, something, anything from this man. And some shit goes down and something really bad happens, and it forces Guts to leave and find his way. Hurt, lost, don't know shit, but the baby, you know, he makes it through, he pushes through, and he just becomes amazing. And this is like his first encounter with Griffith, so we're getting the backstory of these two. And like, I can see how people are in awe of Griffith. I can see how people are just like so swayed by him, and it's hard not to be at first. You know, we get to meet Casa and her first encounters with him, with each other. So my black ass needs to go to bed, but I'm definitely gonna finish this. Like, it is so much to unpack, like so much to unpack, because besides like the guts, the gore, all the crazy shit that goes on, there's so much more to these stories. Like, oh fuck, I feel it, you know. I have no fucking breaks, I feel it. But stay tuned. Your girl, I just got home. Your girl is beat the fuck down. I look like I've been beat the fuck down. So tired. So but yeah, I just wanted to come on here real quick and talk about, you know, the last part of Berserk that I read. And I read it at work, and I wanted to talk about it at work, but it was so fucking loud at work today. So anyways, yeah, great volume, great finish to number 4. Shout outs to my Hoopla for having damn near every single volume on here. Okay, so I was able to just read it on my phone, and it just flies by. Okay, so and I just be so into it that I didn't realize, like, I just read the whole thing, you know. I'm a pretty slow reader, so, and like, not that I have like all these fucking books. So right here, right on my dresser, I have all the books I'm trying to work on, and I'm just like, fuck all that, I gotta read Berserk. So yeah, alright, so just quickly before your girl lays down and takes her nap, and oh, so like, kind of like a get ready with me to take a nap. Look, I got my bonnet out, my little Tiana bonnet. It's so cute. I love this thing so much. Alright, so like I said, when we left off, we get to see how Guts and Griffith came, you know, met each other, and how they ended up, you know, rocking with each other in the beginning. So, you know, Griffith saw him, and he's like, I need him around. You know, our boy Griffith, he runs, you know, the Band of Hawks, and, you know, I'm pretty sure he's always like looking for strong people and stuff like that. And he, you know, he goes to fucking he goes to Guts. He's like, you know, you should fucks with me, you should fucks with your boy. And he's like, nah, fuck you, fuck them, nah. And, you know, Guts, I mean, you know, he's still going through things. Like, it's bothering him every damn day of his life. And why should he trust anybody, you know? Because the way that they treated him with the last mercenary group, like, shitty, dude, shitty. So he's like, I'm I'm not trying to get involved with nobody. I'm going to do my own goddamn thing. And Griffith's like, nope, I want you. You could tell he is just so fucking obsessed with him. And it's crazy because I'm pretty sure I get the feeling that like Griffith doesn't really have to try with anybody to get his, you know, the attention, to get anything that he really wants, you know. And I feel like he knows how to fucking manipulate people to the fullest, you know. So, but with Guts, he's like always like pushing back. It seems like through that whole thing, the fight, the conversation, you know, like it just fucking was like, I don't know, it just sparked something in him. And sparked something in him, and now he was just like fucking obsessed. And you know, that's eating our girl Casa's ass, boy. That poor baby. That poor baby. I know she like, you know, she seems like she goes hard for him. And you know, she says, yeah, he says things to him that he's never said to anybody else. And I don't think that has anything to do with, you know, like the manipulation. I think like he's genuinely like fucking obsessed with this dude. Maybe not like romantically or anything like that, but just, you know, he's something new, he's something bright and shiny and shit. So yeah, and that fight between the two of them, I know that, you know, he was hard fighting Guts, not in that way, but you know, it just excited him. And I don't know if anything else has excited that boy in a long time. So yeah, our boy he then got himself in another situation, and hopefully, you know, we see some other people in Hogs besides our girl Casca. You know, she's pissed. She fucking hates him. She fucking, and I'm like, ooh, is this an enemies to lovers type thing? You know, that's my favorite. I'm fucking trash for that shit. So yeah, I mean, great volume, great fucking volume. So I'm gonna try not to. I have it open right here on my tablet. I'm gonna try not to. I'm gonna try to take a nap, and then I'm gonna read it later. So yeah, great. But here you go. It's going to take a nap, and then I'll be back. So I just finished volume 5 of Berserk, and it was amazing. It almost felt like, at first, like almost like a filler at the beginning, but no, it turned into something crazy. So we get to see how, you know, like more Griffith and Guts moments. Like, I'm like, this boy out here butt naked. He knows exactly what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing. And then Guts sees that amulet around his, and I'm like, that thing is nasty. I would never have that around my neck. Ew. I don't give a fuck what it does. Ugh. I was like, is that thing alive? Oh my god, the thing is so fucking gross. Anyways, but yeah, like, did you see that creepy spot? Like, Griffin knows exactly what the fuck he's doing. When he smiled like at me like that, I'd have been like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Like, no, my blackness will not allow me to stay here. Like, no, this is hell no. So anyways, but yeah, then they find out about this this godlike creature, Nosferatu Zod. I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, oh my goodness. So we know that, like, yeah, we get to see a creature like that, and he was really trying to kill our boy. And then here comes Griffith trying to save Guts, and everybody was like in awe of that, because I guess like he would have never even thought about doing some shit like that. And the only thing that saved him was when he saw the amulet and thought it's like, oh, you guys are on that shit. He was like, yeah, you gonna be faced with something totally different. He's like, I'm out. Like, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So it's always like that at the end of the chapter and shit. And then, they're trying to recover, and then Casca, like, she is so over this motherfucker. She's like, I am so tired of the way Griffith acts around you. He damn near got himself killed, and you don't even give a fuck about yourself nor anybody else. Fuck you. And he's like, get win with this girl. He's like, I didn't ask for any of this shit. Like, so I thought it was a great chapter. I do have time, so I'm going to start, if not finish volume 6 today. And yeah, I'm just fucking moving right along. But I'm going to get back to my other books too. I've been, focused on this, and like, I feel like this is all I could think about, but I am working on another one. So yeah, let's see what volume 6 has for us. Doing all my errands, like picking up everybody. Oh man, so I did finish volume, 6, and it was insane, a lot to unpack. I was like thinking about it all the way on the drive, like the way that the story is gonna fucking consume me. So this one, like I said, a lot happened. So you have politics happening on the field, politics happening in the kingdom. Our boy Griffith making fucking moves because he has a bigger dream to own his own kingdom. So what better ways to do it than take over somebody else's shit, He's got the eye of the princess right now. There's people in the fucking court that's not with this shit because he ain't nobody in their eyes. He doesn't come from royalty. He doesn't know. He's come from the fucking gutter. So they take that as, so personal and shit. But, I feel like everybody's playing checkers and our boy's playing chess, okay? So, and you really get to see a whole other side of him and how he really, like, individually deals with people. And it's crazy how he's dealing with Guts, how he deals with the people in the courts and shit. I understand, like, everybody's different, but, like, bruh, the way he's moving in here and the way he manipulates shit in his favor. And, like, you get to see a little glimpse of how he is. And then at times it seems like maybe he doesn't want to be like that. Dude, I don't know. Fuck, I don't know. He's manipulating the shit out of me. I don't even know. Fuck. So, and you get to see the moment, like, kind of like a turning point for Guts. Maybe he thought he had found a friend, but he overheard that conversation and maybe he doesn't look at him the same way as maybe he does. I don't know. But then you get to see, this is what I didn't like about this volume. You could tell this was written by a man, and that's fine. But like the misogyny in this one, like it was like spread it on thick. And I understand the times and like the hardships and, you know, just, I totally get it. Okay. And I'm not knocking and not saying that that really doesn't happen to women, but it was just like, I felt like, I don't know, I took a left turn. Like, why did it have to be like that? And just in order for Guts and Casa to have like a moment, you know, and her a moment of weakness. But we do get to see her backstory, which I loved. And you got to see why she holds Griffith at this, you know, like on a fucking pedestal, like godlike. Even when they showed him, like when she was looking at him for the first time, like how he looked like a fucking god himself, you know. And that's why she's just so fucking devoted and so like blindly follows this motherfucker. And I get it. And even then, it shows how he manipulated the shit out of her. He gave her a choice, put her in power to take back her fucking power, but just to ultimately use her for his own fucking, you know, his own dreams and his own ambitions. Like, oh my goodness, it's so much. But yeah, like there was a lot of parts that I was like cringe. And I noticed that like a lot of stuff just doesn't happen for the sake of it being happen. The gore, the violence, the language, everything like that. Like the way he subjects, you know, the only woman in there, you know, I don't know. Definitely give it like not the highest rating because of what, you know, with the women. But then again, I don't know how to feel about this one. But yeah, I'm still going to stick to it. But I may take a little bit of a break, okay, from Berserk. I mean, I'm just like running through these, but I feel like I need something like happy right now. So maybe I'll find something else that I could read online that is on my shows that I can, you know, like kind of level it out, like take a break from all the you know, all the craziness for right now. So yeah, great, love it. Keeping with it, but yeah, let me get back on task of reading some other stuff right now. She loves laying in here. So I remember that I pay for the subscription every month to read this online. So I may start reading this online too to have something to read at work. I can't remember exactly which one I'm on. I know I've read one. So maybe I'll start on 2 again and see how far I can get for the week. So yeah, these rules are crazy as hell. So yeah, I just may have to backtrack a little bit, but maybe I could fit in at least 1 volume before the end of the week. Happy Wednesday, happy new comic book day. It is check-in time. I had a fabulous week as far as reading and working out for workouts. Still trying to get that 5th one in, but you know, it's better than none. I have my, you know, my co-host here. But yeah, I just wanted to quickly show you what I picked up this week and what I managed to read. So let's get into it. Alright, so starting off, I got this store exclusive of this Ben Oliver cover of Absolute Batman 18 because look who it is. My girl. Like, what the fuck? Look how beautiful that is. Like, I usually don't like buying store exclusives. Like, this is just too damn much money at times. But when I saw this one, I was like, I have to have this one. Like, are you fucking serious? Oh, look at her lips. I'm in love. So, yep, that came in. Then another one by him is Daddy Batman. Oh my god. Those, Freya. Both of us get it. homegirl for real. She's only up here because of that Hello Kitty. She likes to sniff it, so yeah. Yum, yum, yum. Alright, then we got The Walking Dead. Alright, I ordered these 3 online from bookshop.org. I couldn't find them at any of my local shops, so I got these 3. Scattering his Virgin Blue 1 and 2. I actually have the 3rd one, but I didn't know it was the 3rd one, so I had to pick up these 2 in order to read this one. Then I saw another YouTuber have this one, and it was a BL, and I needed it. Yeah, and it's got the plastic wrap. Love us some plastic wrap, okay? Then I got the Covenant Volume 5. Look how gorgeous this fucking cover is. Oh God. I know that you could read this on Webtoons for free, but I absolutely love these books. It reminds me of the Shadow Hunters. Every time I think about this one, it's always a callback to the Shadow Hunters for me, so love it. The art in here is amazing. Let me see if I can find a good one. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah, you can read it online on Webtoons for free, like I said, but go ahead, and I feel like it's worth it to have it. But I mean, look at the art. Good. Then, since my new obsession, I had to be extra and buy, even though I'm reading it online, but I think I'm going to start buying. Well, we'll see how many I buy, because there are a lot. There's like, what, 15, 16 of them, so I don't know if I have the shelf space, but we'll see how many I'll get. So yeah, I had to pick that up. Now, on to what I actually read this week. Holy shit, I am so proud of myself. Hell yeah, look at that. Look at you, girl. Your girl was locked in. I'm telling you, I got this. So I read this physically, and then you saw that I read Berserk online, and I was able to get a few volumes of Punch Drunk Love online, you know, read on my phone too. And I love reading online because it takes away, it like satisfies that feeling of scrolling, you know. So I was able to stay off of Instagram, stay off of YouTube, stay like from doom scrolling. If I wanted to scroll, that definitely helped, and I was able to get a few more books under my belt, so loved it. All right, so where should we start? All right, fuck it. All right, The Demon Under the Waxing Moon. All right, gave it like a 2.5, 3. Nothing, very basic. This dude, he could see spirits since he was little, and you know, they've always bothered him and everything. He's a writer. He's kind of got like writer's block right now. He ends up saving one of the spirits, and then he ends up having, you know, ends up dealing with them, and then like it feeds off of him, and he ends up just entangled in with him, and then like he has a curse upon him. So here is when he turns into the demon, you know, with his form, and he ends up getting mixed up with this dude. He has a curse on him that this girl put on, I mean this nun put on him long time ago. So, and he just gets entangled with him. Nothing crazy, very straightforward, cute. You know, you get to see his little background too, and how they fall in love, how they become. It's like kind of like, you know, the Black Cat and Golden Retriever vibes. So it was okay. Nothing special. You know, I wish there was more, because it is a one shot, but yeah, it is what it is. All right, this one had me dead. This one is so fun. It had me laughing out loud, like the fucking stupid shit that happened in here. So you have this dude right here, and he keeps, you know, girls end up leaving him because he just sucks in bed, you know. So this little fairy right here, she's like, oh, I'm your fairy godmother. I'm here to save you from yourself. You know, I'm going to teach you how to be like great in bed. So, you'll be fucking a master at it, and you could have a meaningful relationship and all this shit. And he's like, hell no. Like, where did you come from? I don't want anybody's help. This is fucking embarrassing. Like, no, she's like, no, you need the help. Trust me, okay? And so she's like, I'm gonna find you the perfect person to, you know, practice with. I'm gonna find you the perfect person to practice with. And he finds him. Now they're like in the business, like he's like a, what is it when people are fucking, oh, he's an agent. So, you know, and then this guy is an actor. So, you know, they're like running in the same circle. So she hooks him up with him. She's like, oh yeah, you guys are compatible. He's like, what the fuck? He's like, I don't even like dudes. What the hell are you talking about? We're compatible. She's like, you don't know what you're talking about. I got you. Don't trip. And he ends up getting mixed up with him, and he can actually see spirits too. So he's like, oh my god, like, why is this thing like bothering him? And like, he needs help. Like, so I'm gonna help him, and but they end up falling for it. It's so cute, and it's just so funny at times. Like, oh my goodness, I loved it. So yeah, definitely 3 stars for me. Loved it, and I think I'll be keeping this one. So just, yeah, this one, Perfect Addiction, number 1. Solid 2, I guess, 2.5. It wasn't anything great. Like, this dude, he's like Mr. Playboy, you know, but this dude right here, all the girls love him, and like, he's very, you know, very to himself and everything, and he doesn't understand why, so he becomes infatuated with him, trying to figure him out, and then he ends up finding out that he likes guys, and then like, he just becomes like obsessed with them, and then they start sleeping with each other and becoming involved with each other. So yeah, I mean, I don't think I'll be reading on, but there's nothing really wrong with it. It's just not like, oh my god, I'm in love with them. If you will like this one, I think you'll definitely like Fake Duck Lips. That one's way better than this one. So yeah. Alright, that'll probably go in the pile of not keeping. So then we have Cupid Struck by Lightning. Cupid is struck by lightning. This was really cute. This dude right here, he gets information for girls. Like, he's like the middleman, you know, like the best wingman ever. He goes around and talks to guys and tries to figure out like what they like, what their interests are, and then goes back and tells the girls about it. So, and they pay him like food, you know, whatever, like little things, you know. So he's like, hell yeah, I got it made. You know, I'm gonna make some food money and be fed, and then, you know, make other people happy and shit. So the girls become infatuated with this dude right here. So it's this guy right here on the front. So the girls, he's all mysterious. He don't talk a lot. He's got a scar on his head, you know, like, they're just like, oh wow. So he's like, okay, cool. Like, I will try to find out all that I can about him. And within the mix of it, he falls for him. And it's just ridiculously cute. So, and they learn about each other. And then he totally forgets that he's supposed to be getting information for the girls. But because he's just so like, no, I'm going to keep this one for myself. So, very cute. I know that there's one more volume to this. So, like, this isn't like, oh my god, I have to have it. But like, if it was on sale or if I found it somewhere for cheap, like, I would be like, okay, let me get it. So, alright. In Love Key, this one was a really good one shot, okay? And I love how the ending ended. So we have this dude right here. He is a composer, does music. He is in an orchestra, and like, something traumatic happens to him, and it's just like all downhill from there. He starts drinking, he starts not taking care of himself, he starts lashing out at other people and everything, and his doctor and his job tells him like, maybe you need to take a break, okay? So go take some time off, get yourself together. So he decides to go back to his hometown and like settle out some affairs that he had just been like kind of leaving, you know, there for a little while. And then this dude right here, he remembers him and is like, had feelings for him and was like so in awe of him when they were younger. So he befriends him, and this is another Grumpy Sunshine type situation. And I liked it how it left him open. Like, it was realistic. The ending was way more realistic. It was like, oh, we're in love now, we're together. We, you know, like, they had things to solve, you know, like him moving to the big country, him trying to finish school, like him going back to work and traveling and all, like, you know, them trying to figure it out, but knowing that they want to be together. So good one shot, solid one shot. Okay, three stars. I liked it. All right, another one shot. I read a lot of one shots. So another one shot is Far From Romance. So this one was pretty cute. So this dude ends up coming to work at this guy's like agency. Like he lives in this small town, and you know, they do like advertisements for like movies or like TV shows and stuff like that. And this dude is like in awe of him, and like he is like trying to talk to him and try to get his attention. And then he's just like, hey dude, like, do you not remember me? And he's like, what the hell are you talking about? And come to find out, they met when they were younger. So that's them when they were younger. So he came to their little town, and because there was this movie being made that he was totally obsessed with, and he came to see like where they were shooting it at and everything. And then they end up meeting and having like a little summer romance. But the whole time he thought this was a girl. The whole time. I mean, but like, look at him. So, you know, years later he comes back and he's like trying to win his attention again. So, and he's just like, dude, this whole time I thought you were a girl, and you know, but maybe, hey, you know. So it was a solid one shot. Yeah, beautiful art. Give it a solid 3. All right, so smell. This one, I think this will be my last book by this mangaka, because I don't know. So this one was about basically like exploring the kink of like smells and stuff like that, you know. And that's fine. I'm not knocking that. I'm not knocking that at all. So, you know, they're animomorphic. So you have this hound dog, and he's like obsessed with the way that he smells, right? So he actually catches him in the act of like smelling his clothes. And I think once he finds out about it, he's so fucking aggressive with him. Like he becomes like, yeah, it's great that you are like interested or whatever, but like he comes off so fucking strong, like, and it's everything that he wants to do, and like, you know, everything's like hella like at 100 because this is something new for him. I don't know, like, I just didn't like the way he treated him and how aggressive he fucking was with him at times. And I don't know, I felt like a lot of it was like one-sided. And you know, they are in high school and they are doing like sexual things and shit like that. So yeah, the art is beautiful, but I don't know. I don't know what it is about his writing that I don't know, it's just not for me. It's just not for me. So, but that's disappointing because, you know, there's not a lot of males that write BL, and but I can't get behind them. You know, I read Monotone Blue. That was traumatic for no fucking reason. They were high school. Then I read Eat, and that explored like, you know, the kink of like watching people eat and even thinking about being consumed by somebody, you know. So, and I felt like that one should have been a little longer, and that one was pretty fucking too. So I don't know, it just wasn't for me. So I think that'll be the last book that I get by them. But a book that I did like that had animals in it was Monster Cats. I absolutely love this little series. It's just a little anthology, and you get to meet all different kinds of little monsters. So we got to see some old ones, like the vampire one, and the Sphinx. She's and the Nightmare Cat. But then we got to meet some new ones, like her. She's so cute. And then we got to meet, oh my god, he was my favorite. The little, oh my god, so cute. But yeah, they have their own little stories. Like, the stories are like literally like 2-3 pages long. Nothing crazy. Like, this is absolutely fucking adorable. Anybody can read this, especially if you like cats, or you just like really cute. Just, you know, nothing crazy, really cute. Oh my god, look. His little arms are little snakes. I'm dead. Look at them. fighting over the little toy. Oh, I love it. Kick your feet, feel good. Oh, here's the little vampire. So yeah, this was, I give this a 4. I have so much fun reading this one. I adore these cats. Okay. Alright. Now we have, he creates to be teased by his favorite streamer. So this one, you have this dude that is very, very shy. He doesn't talk, but he does, you know, web shit. And nobody's seen his face or anything. He just does, like, you know, audios and stuff like that. Well, there's this dude, one of his, like, somebody that's always there for every fucking stream. Him. He loves his voice. You know, he gets off on his voice and everything. Then they find out who each other, he finds out who he is, and he finds out who he is, you know. And he's like, oh shit, this is awkward. And then he's just like, I cannot perform without hearing your voice. And he was like, you know, can you help a brother out? And that's how they end up screwing around with each other. So yeah. And he tries his best to move on from him, but he can't, because he's just in love with his voice, in love with everything about him. The more that they hang out, the more that he becomes infatuated with him. So it was cool. This is volume 1. We'll see if I move on with it. It wasn't anything like I'm like, oh my god, I love them so much, blah blah blah. Like, it was cool. I give it a solid 3. Easy read, nothing crazy. Then we got Divine Cursors and Cursons. Sorry, no, I said that fucking wrong. This is like X-Files type shit. You have these two, they're partners, and this is kind of like an anthology. Like, you get to see the different cases that they take on. So the first one is about a god, and it's slowly coming back in pieces. Like, every year on the same day, a piece of that god falls out of the sky, and they're trying to find out why and what to do about it. So that one's very creepy, like, to see like all these body parts just like, ew. It happens like in the small town. Then the second one has to deal with this god. Like, you can go and pray to it, but it didn't always work out in your favor, you know. Somebody always died, and somebody always had to take the fall for it. So then the last one, oh, here's the god that they were praying to. Then the last one had to do with mermaids and how this town, like old legends and stuff like this. So they went to this town and people were dying, but in the midst of them dying, people were like so happy for them. Like, they were like, this woman saw her son die, and she's like, oh, he died and he was just so happy and blah blah blah. They're like, what the fuck? And then, like, you know, so they start putting it together. That's where that one ended. I wish it was just a little bit more when it was telling the story, a little bit more about these two. You know, she's the newbie, he's seen and been there for a while. You know, I would like to definitely learn more about the organizations that they worked for. But I mean, this was a solid 3. Like, if you don't like really gory horror and stuff like that, this is definitely up your alley. And a lot of I've seen the previews for 2 and 3. I like the covers, but I don't know if I'll be continuing on. So, alright, so that's physically what I read. You know, you guys saw me go down, you know, I'm going down my berserk hole. The journey is ruining my fucking life right now. It's just consuming my every waking thought. And then I was able to read half of 2, 3, and 4 of Punch Drunk Love. So I'm all cut up in the physical form. Now, the thing that I didn't like about it is, like, when I was reading it on Webtoons, there was parts of it that was missing. So when I did open up the book, there was like their sexy times were missing, but besides that, there was actual like dialogue that I needed to know. So I ended up opening up the book a little bit and reading it like that and kind of catching up. But excuse me, overall, I love them. They are so fucking stupid together. I hate miscommunication, but with those two, it's hilarious. So you have these guys, they work in the same office as each other. The one dude nobody hates him because he's like by the book. He's fucking awkward at times. Like, he talks to you hella stupid because, you know, you're acting stupid. Like, how do you not know your job? And then he finds out that the dude that he's like infatuated with likes men. So he's like, oh shit, like maybe I can get him to be with me. Now the dude that he's in love with thinks that he's trying to blackmail him because he has money, because he has status and stuff. Like, he's like, you know what, I'm gonna make him regret it. And I'm gonna treat him like shit. Come to find out, he likes it when you like treat him like shit in the bedroom. I'm dead. So then they end up with each other, and it's just so cute, like the way that they fall in love, or, you know, fall in love with each other. Their miscommunication, oh my god, how they think something totally different. He's just like, that's not at all what I said, and then they don't listen. And like I said, I don't like miscommunication, but that one, they do it really in a really funny way. So yeah, I give that overall a solid 4. I love that series, and I'll be picking up the rest. And yeah, I think that is about it. Oh. And there you have it. Week 2 is in the books, done. I am already like maybe like 8 to 10 volumes away from the goal of 30. That's insane. That's insane. But then, I'm telling you, your girl, I literally don't go anywhere. I'm at work, I come home, I stay home. You know, it's expensive to even walk out the damn door, okay? You walk outside and, you know, sitting on your fucking porch, you spend $50. Like, no thank you. So, yeah, I definitely feel good. My goal for the next week is to hopefully get more days in as far as, like, working out. And I don't know, maybe I'll slow down a little bit as far as reading, or maybe see some of the other prompts, like see what the people that are, you know, the host to this challenge, see what they're reading, and maybe see if any of that, I have any of that on my shelf. So yeah, we'll see. But thank you for watching. Thank you for rooting your girl on. I definitely want to hear what you guys are doing this month, this week, what you're reading, what you're into, some of your goals and your, you know, things that you're trying to accomplish. I'd love to hear it. And hopefully any part of this has encouraged you to get up and move, read, do something that makes you happy. So yeah, and I'll see you next week.